It's the NFL on EA Sports as you take a look there at Lincoln Financial Field in Philadelphia, PA. Straight ahead, we've got a pretty good one on tap here, as it'll be the Baltimore Ravens taking on the Philadelphia Eagles. The kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. To the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Hey, Alpha, shut.
On the ground, this is Derrick Henry. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. 2nd down.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Again, it's Henry. And some room to maneuver. He may go. And all the way in for the Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry. 66 yards. And the Ravens go down the field in just 2 plays to take the early lead. Tyler Loop now for the extra point. And the Ravens lead at 7-0.
Makes the score Ravens 7, Eagles 0.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
At their own 24-yard line.
Hurts and the Eagles come up here 1st and 10 at their own 24. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Now he's loose down the left sideline. Saquon Barkley. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Saquon Barkley, 76 yards. And the Eagles are able to strike back quickly with an opening touchdown of their own. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line.
At their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
From the 25, here's 2nd and 6.
Nice shot! Good hot! What area? Nice shot! What area? Good hot!
They'll run it again with Henry. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. 82 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has a real priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Ball on the 39. Here's 2nd and 9.
Good hot! Good hot! What area? Good hot!
And now Jackson will look to throw it. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
That's the first time he's called his own number, but he's got to be overjoyed with the results. He wasn't just going to settle for a modest gain. To me, he was determined to come through with a big message to a defense that slept on him in the pocket.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. Inside handoff, Henry. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. It's a gain of 20 as we wind down near 20 seconds left in the quarter.
And it is still early, just the first quarter. But you start prorating the numbers, and we might be in for some history. I mean, that last run puts him over 100 yards already, and we've still got 3 quarters to go.
Yeah. Sit hot.
7-7, our score after 1. Raven football here as we begin quarter number 2. As they've got it with a 1st and 10.
Hold on, ready? Nice shot! Sit on! 180! Nice shot! Sit on!
Henry up the middle. A solid stiff arm. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Derrick Henry with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens have taken the lead. Well, I think Josh Norman can sympathize. He knows a little something about a run like this from Derrick Henry. I mean, that stiff arm might be the best in the business.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. We'll see that Josh Norman play forever and ever, won't we? Because at Derrick Henry's size, 6'3", nearly 250, you know he's not shying away from contact. And here he just kept the defender at arm's length as he barreled his way into the end zone. I mean, just put that arm into the chest, and there he goes.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes the score 14-7. of the touchdown. Luke back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
At their own 28-yard line.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Hurts sets up to throw it. Coming across the field, he finds Dotson.
A gain of 12 yards. And an Eagles first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. 9 yards on the first down. Keeper it at 2nd and 1. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Throwing is Hurts. To the right side and intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And the Ravens are going to take over at their own 30-yard line. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words. Every time we hear that, things tend to fall apart a little bit, and that's what we saw there. Didn't get enough on that throw, and it turned into an interception.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. So for this offense, Charles, remember, drive 1 made it to the end zone. Drive 2 resulted in a touchdown as well. Now they'll try to make it 3 for 3.
Yeah, and they told us all week that this was the plan, and this is what they wanted to execute, but did they really believe it would happen this well, this efficiently? I know they'll take it, and afterwards they'll say, there was never a doubt in our minds we were going to be successful in this one.
We've hit the 2-minute mark of the second quarter, 14-7. They keep it with Henry on first down. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. In there to drop it for the loss, linebacker Nakobe Dean, an outstanding play. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Play action. Now Jackson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down.
I did like his decision-making there to make sure they picked up something instead of forcing the throw. Now they've got more manageable play coming up to try and pick up the 1st down, and don't rule out the possibility that he just keeps it and runs again.
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. Fights through him. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 164 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Sit on. Sit on.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage.
A gain of a yard. Brings up
Play
second
action.
and
It's
1.
Jackson. And looking for Andrews, but this is intercepted. It's Sidney Brown with it.
Partner, I think this one went awry very simply because he overestimated his arm strength and his ability to fit it anywhere he wants to. A lot of quarterbacks do that and often pay the price.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
Second down and 4. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Here now, second and 4.
Don't touch that. Hey, 76. Hey, let's go. Trimmer. Don't touch.
Here's Hurts to throw. Open man, that's Devontae Smith. And he's going to be touched down, but he's got the first down.
Eagles first down.
Hurts. And it's complete right back in the hands of Smith. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
39-yard line.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Great.
Here's a give to Bigsby. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. 38-yard line, 2nd and 9.
Don't touch that.
They'll look to throw towards the end zone for Brown. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short.
Brings up 4th down and 1.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. Oh, and Elliott has pushed it to the right. It is no good. And this will stay at a 7-point game. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. A one-touchdown ball game, 14-7 our scores. We get back at it on EA Sports. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. ready at the line. This Philly offense set to go. Well, out of the locker rooms here they come. Their first drive of the third quarter. And, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game, but we got a tight one set up to be a very entertaining second half.
And as we know, partner,
Rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. Chidobe Awuzie with a pick. And he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. That one is going to sting. First play of the third quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this third quarter. Turning it over like this was not on that list.
Not at all. You come out of the locker room trailing, so that first drive to establish momentum is very key.
Crucial.
Oh, design run for their wideout. And that one covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. Nolan Smith showing some burst there to catch him behind the line.
I like the idea to mix it up from time to time because, let's face it, you can't be predictable. But the execution was a little lacking on this one, right? They might want to go back to the drawing board with that call.
The give to Henry. There's the stiff arm. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. Boy, 175 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 3rd and 3. They go play action now. Jackson. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Nolan Smith brings him down on the pass rush.
7 yards. 3 and out.
On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal.
38-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. But now there is a penalty marker on the field, so let's see what this is about. And that flag accepted. And now before this first down play, we're going to get a timeout here. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. After the penalty, it's Henry. A good display of power, but it will only get him just inside the 5 to the 4. That's a gain of 6 on the first down run.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
This 2nd and 4.
Hey, middle. Hey, sit up.
Now a handoff to Henry. And he will take it in for a Ravens touchdown. Derrick Henry taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Well, this offensive line has really stepped up to the challenge here because those Mastodons, they've been sensational clearing holes all game long. And this is great work down here near the goal line to give their back the space he needs to work his way into the end zone.
Luke now for the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he returns this to the 22.
On the return, the Eagles take over first and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
73, 63, 63, 63. Alpha, alpha, alpha. Hey, 73, 73. Hey.
From the gun, it's Hurts. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Brings up 3rd down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Hey, what up? Crowd left Yeti.
They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he's going to have the 1st down, yardage to the 35.
A 5-yard gain on the play. And an Eagles 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Now a handoff to Bigsby. There he goes, left side. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Take Bigsby. 65 yards. And the Eagles are able to get a score back in the final stages of this 3rd quarter.
Well, I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the 1st half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the 2nd half, that got done.
Jake Elliott to kick off for Philadelphia.
Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And their lead cut in half by that touchdown a moment ago. They are up 7 as they begin this drive, 1st and 10. And not much doing there. Maybe a yard up to the 23.
Brought down at the 23-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. From the 23, here's the 2nd and 9. Off the play fake, here's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Well, the pressure just couldn't get to him that time. They forced him out to his right, but he held his poise, surveyed the field, didn't find anything he liked, and then took off and picked up a nice gain.
This is 3rd and 2. Maybe the biggest play in this football game. And the busy night for Henry continues. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. The Ravens send their punter out now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. Yeah, he was looking for the checkout bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Well, the defense got its job done, forcing the punt. Now the formula pretty simple. They need to find the end zone here. A field goal doesn't help them much. And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27. Operating from the 27 now. Here's 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3 at the 27-yard line.
And Bigsby once more. Down the sideline he goes. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Tank Bigsby with his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Eagles are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
This one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
This is 1st and 10.
Hey!
They'll start on the ground. It's Derrick Henry. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. They'll come up now on 2nd down. They go play action with Jackson. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. Well, looking deep here for Flowers. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line.
Jackson's pass.
He got outside the pocket there trying to improvise, and he was calling for the ball downfield, but still the interception.
I think what happened, he did call for the ball thinking that he was open, but I think the quarterback spotted him too late. And that margin that he had on the defenders, that got eaten up, and they came up with the interception.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
No, touch that. 180, 180. Crowd left, get him.
They'll start on the ground with Shipley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Partner, you got about 20 coaches on your payroll, but there's 60,000 of them in the stands. I don't think any of them like that play.
And the later we go, it's starting to sound like 100,000 in here. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long.
Great. Set. Kyle up, Yeti.
Back to throw here. And incomplete on the deep ball. So he's unable to complete it there, and just not the game that you would expect from him. He's been off the mark really start to finish.
Yeah, it makes you wonder what exactly is going on. Is he a little bit dinged up here, or is he just off just by a bit? Maybe he can get it back in this situation. He'll need to.
Well, here's a big one. You can just feel it. This is 3rd down now. A run here with Bigsby. And a good swing to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40. The Ravens going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. The Eagles send out their punter now as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the punt will kick out of bounds, and it'll be spotted inside the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10. They begin with Henry. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just over a minute to go in the game. Plenty of time to work with here, but the timeouts, they're gone. Here's 1st and 10. They stay on the ground. This time it's Hill. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47.
No timeout. You got to go quick here.
It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Here's 2nd down.
Nice shot. Nice shot. Sit up. Hey, report. Report.
Here's Jackson. That's complete. It's Zay Flowers with it. No timeouts left. Of course, the defense knows that too. Here's 1st and 10.
That's good for a Baltimore first down.
They try the left side with Hill. And some room to work down the left sideline. And he's going to be forced out of bounds inside the 5-yard line. And that run right there just what the doctor ordered.
You talk about putting it all together for your offense because no big run happens unless everyone does their job. And now you're thinking about ending the football game because you're in field goal range.
What a dandy this has been. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the sideline celebrates as they have taken the lead in the final minute. I guess we can call that a welcome to the NFL moment right there. And he came in with open arms and knocked it through.
Yeah, how about that? It's almost surely a game winner, right? And, you know, rookie kickers, usually the leash is kind of short, isn't it? I think they went ahead and got that extended model for him now after making that kick.
Back to it now after the made field goal. Here's Luke to kick this one away. And that one going to hop into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 20.
Their own 20-yard line.
Here's first down.
Delta 63, 63. Not anyway. Tiger Hornet. Delta.
He'll look to throw. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. When you talk about making winning plays, that is a winning play at this stage of the game. To come up with that interception, huge.
I like how you identified that because most people think winning plays are the offense trying to get it done. In this case, nursing a lead, they found a way to make a play on that side of the ball and maybe finish things off.
And he'll take this for a short gain on what will prove to be the final play of this ball game. So the final seconds tick away in this Baltimore victory. And, of course, this is a win they're going to hang their hat on. They go on the road and defeat the defending Super Bowl champs.
Partner, they came, they saw, they conquered.
They conquered.
But before all that happened with the conquering part, they believed. They thought it all week. It was evident when we talked to them before the ball game that they thought they could get this done, and they knew exactly how, had a plan, formulated it, and then executed it. That's a big-time win to take down the defending Super Bowl champs.
That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin alongside Charles Davis. Thanks to our entire crew as well. We'll talk to you next time. So long, everybody.